Casual Friday. What you see is work on top, but what you don't see is hairy ghostly legs underneath sweatpants. Quick cue the poorly drawn intro. Ignore that last part, but welcome to another episode of Drew's News Live, the coolest show on YouTube breaking down dining, robotics, entertainment, world, and sports news all within 11 minutes. It's not actually 11 minutes, I just thought it would rhyme better. I don't know, look at the time. We should be like 25 seconds in, I think, so no time to waste. A lot of show to get through. Let's dive headfirst into dining news. In dining news, just one really important story, and then I'll move on to hackers and our election. If you're someone who's recently gotten dried prepackaged spices, listen up, as it was announced by the FDA last week that 2 companies recalled some spices for containing traces of salmonella. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but Sawyer Brands Inc. and Red Monkey Food were the 2 companies who announced a recall, but they were not affiliated in any way. Just 2 brands in the spice game. First is Sawyer Brands, who's recalling a list of spices and blends from their brand, The Spice Hunter, ranging from organic parsley, cinnamon, Madagascar cloves, sesame seeds, coriander, California garlic, paprika, pepper. I'd honestly be here forever trying to list every recalled item, so I'll leave a link to Sawyer's FDA announcement in the description. Spice Hunter was shipped to over 30 states, including Arizona, California, and Nevada, and was available for purchase online. The second company, Red Monkey Foods, just recalled various weights of parsley and herb de Provence that were said to be shipped all over the US and Canada. However, the brand names they go under and associate with are Cost Plus World Market, Great Value, or Organics, and Full Circle. Meaning if you bought parsley flakes or herbs de Provence, I hope I'm saying that right, from World Market, Walmart, Safeway, or Full Circle, throw them away now and contact your store on what to do next. Okay, PSA over, let's move on to robotics and tech news. In robotics and tech news, yes, groups outside the US are trying to interfere with our election. According to a cybersecurity advisory from the FBI and the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, numerous threats, usually donning the name of some bear, or one Advanced Persistent Threat Actor, APT, have conducted, quote, a campaign against a wide variety of US targets. US targets meaning various US, state, local, territorial, and tribal SLTT government networks, as well as aviation networks. The report also confirms information has already been taken from 2 government servers. Describing one of the victims, the document says, in at least one compromise, the Advanced Persistent Threat Actor laterally traversed an SLTT victim network and accessed documents related to sensitive network configurations and passwords, standard operating procedures including multi-factor authentication, IT instructions used for password resets, as well as other info for printing access badges. But no voting information or ways for them to change election data was found, even though that's what it looks to be the whole hacker's intent is. The FBI and CISA wrote, neither have evidence to date, citing the integrity of the election data has been compromised and will continue to monitor the election down to the wire. In entertainment news, nobody's mic went off like it should have. That final debate went pretty much like how the interview with 60 Minutes went. When asked the tough questions, Trump deflected something back at Biden and refused to answer the question. When asked about if they understand why kids have the talk with their parents, he was like, yes, it's because of Joe Biden's crime bill. Yeah, I mean, I could talk about Joe Biden's laws like all day. Even he now admits they were wrong at the time. And let's not forget that giant ad he took out for the Central Park 5. Innocent New York kids that he was like, execute them! I could go over some of the other highlights of the debate, which is exactly what I'll do. I think he emphasizes his belief more that Mexico doesn't send their brightest people to the US, and that children are brought over riding coyotes like small horse-like dogs, and not by their parents. He also never articulated his healthcare plan or how he's going to make it better than Obamacare. I'm going to pull some funding, I'm going to run it better like Obamacare, and when my final project is done, you'll all be sorry. He never answered the question. Trump's the kind of guy to watch a movie instead of doing his summer reading assignment, and in the final report, he gets even details of the movie wrong, and the teacher's like, the moderator's like, dude, can you even lie good? In world news, the New York Times reported one of Wall Street's most powerful banks, Goldman Sachs, admitted to arranging a $1 billion scheme to, quote, the sale of bonds to raise $6.5 billion intended to benefit the people of Malaysia, but was instead used by Malaysian leaders and their associates. While it was a subsidiary of Goldman Banks, and not the actual bank, I should say, the One Malaysia Development Berhad Fund, known as 1MDB, is the one to point the finger at. According to federal documents and the New York Times, over $2.5 billion was looted from the $1 billion scheme, disguised fund, by and including, quote, the family of the country's prime minister at the time, Najib Razak, and Jai Low, a financier with expensive tastes. The money was just taken by the leaders' friends and their loved ones, while the people of Malaysia, well, got nothing. I don't know about you, but I'd be pretty pissed. Goldman Sachs is going to be pissed because they will have to pay over $5 billion in penalties and fees to regulators around the globe, according to the Times. I can't wait for the Netflix special breaking all of this down. Oh, and Europe's getting more COVID restrictions, so if you think the virus is over, get ready for a harsh winter. Wrapping up in sports news, the Dodgers, Anyway, the Dodgers won Game 3 of the World Series with a 6-2 clinic against the Tampa Bay Rays. Wow, they're just 2 wins away from that ring. Bop. In NBA news, according to Sports Illustrated and The Athletic's Shams Charania, the NBA League Office and Board of Governors will meet Friday to discuss an opening day on December 22nd for the 2020-21 season. Charania, I'm probably getting that horribly wrong, wrote the league is considering a 72-game season with the finish ahead of the 2021 Olympics. Mr. Charania also wrote, the NBA wants to continue to incorporate the play-in tournament that was utilized in the Orlando restart to determine the 8th seed in the Eastern and Western Conference playoffs. And this just came in as I was writing the script, but Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are attempting to bring in the wide receiver Antonio Brown to the team, according to ESPN. Just an offense of Brady and Brown would give the Buccaneers a significant boost towards Super Bowl contingency. The last time Buccaneers won the Super Bowl was 2003, and the last time they made the playoffs was a wildcard appearance in 2008 when they lost against the New York Giants. As always, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. I've been your host, Andrew Alonso. Sorry about the weird lighting. It's cloudy and yeah, just a weird lighting situation. Be sure to like the video, leave a constructive comment, and subscribe to the channel. Twitter and SoundCloud will be in the description below, so go ahead and go follow both. It's Friday, so I'm gonna work on some articles and the podcast over the weekend for Monday, so stay tuned for those. I got some endless salad calling my name downstairs, so I'll see y'all next time.